What happened with Marcus Peters in Kansas City? Best you can tell.
I think they just sort of got tired of one another, which is weird for a guy who's as young as he is. I think he's 24. He got into a couple of beefs with one of the assistant coaches. He had the outburst where he tossed the flag into the stands or kicked it into the stands. And I think there was just a sort of mutual decision to part ways. I think, Rich, I don't know how you feel. To me, he is a complete, total baller. I mean, he is one of the best. He's a top 5 physical athlete in this league, a top 3 to 5 corner. He takes risks. He's got some maturing to do. But when I was 24, I had maturing to do. I have maturing to do now. So there's
Yes.
everyone has maturing to do. But I think the Rams got a total steal with him, and a defense that was already really good is now just going to be even better. So I think it was just a sort of a mutual parting of the ways, and both teams are just going to move on.
Well, I want to ask you about the hush-hush rumor about this. Is that essentially Clark Hunt did not like that Marcus Peters did anything during a national anthem this year, and it just doesn't matter how much maturing needs to be done. He's out. Is there any truth to that?
I haven't. I've heard that same rumor. I can't get anyone to say that that's accurate. It would not shock me. You and I have talked about the anthem before and the protests before and how players feel about it and how we feel about it. It was a huge factor for a lot of teams, and it wouldn't shock me if that was the case there. I mean, it was a factor for a lot of owners, for a lot of teams. I'll go back to what I said before. I don't know why. It's peaceful protest. They're doing what you're allowed to do, what you should do, to me, but there were a lot of people who didn't like it. So I haven't necessarily heard any confirmation of that, but I've heard it. But it wouldn't shock me. It was such a polarizing issue, unnecessarily so to me, but it was in the league, and it was everywhere. So it wouldn't stun me, but they definitely, to me, let him go considering his talent and how good he is on the cheap, to me. So it would not shock me if there was some accuracy to that, but I just haven't heard.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.